Okay, I want to share with you a little bit about presuming competence. And you're going to find this handout. It's called What is Presuming Competence? It's on their website, so you can download it at any time. But it also came in your starter box. Presuming competence is really the foundation of why we're doing what we're doing and how you're going to get communication from your person, okay? So we did list it out in six steps, 6 pieces, I guess I would say. So the first thing is, when we presume competence, we presume that the person that we're talking with is listening and has the potential of understanding anything or everything that is being spoken around them, just the same as you or I, okay? Because really the only way you know that they are or aren't is by their means of communication, right? And you're here with us because that's kind of a barrier you have in your family, right? So we're going to presume that your person understands what we're talking about, and then we're going to help you figure out a way to help and support them to share that what they do know with us, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, include your child in the conversation. Because you're presuming competence, you're going to include your person in the conversation. Whatever you're talking about or experiencing, he experienced it as well. She learned it as well, okay? You want to be respectful of the person's age. You want to presume that they're having an age-appropriate experience. Sometimes people get caught up in not teaching adults or older persons the language and the vocabulary that goes with the adult experiences they're having because they think they don't know that yet. And presuming competence kind of takes that away, okay? He's having the experience that he's having, and he's had 11 or 12 or 25 years of those experiences. And so we're going to assume that we can pull from that information. You want to be prepared to accommodate your person wherever you are, okay? They need support. That's why we're working with you, okay? So in your Kindred starter box, you're going to get some stencils, you're going to get whiteboards, you're going to get markers, and then through your work with our practitioners, you're going to get tools and strategies to help make this happen. But you want to be prepared. Wherever you're going, you have a piece of paper, you have a whiteboard, you have their iPad, you have their letterboard, because they need to be a part of their experiences. Okay, that's how we all learn to communicate. So be prepared to accommodate. Number 4, respond to any attempt they make to communicate. Okay, sometimes we get caught up in kind of thinking that, okay, in order for me to know he has something to say, he's going to take his iPad and give it to me, or he's going to go to his iPad and start talking to me. That kind of initiation is hard for people with motor differences. We'll talk about that later. But if your person flaps their hands back and forth to say that they're getting, like they have something to say, or they have something to change, or they have some want that they have, and you know that, that's them communicating and initiating communication. You have to acknowledge that, and you have to and build on it. So instead of saying, oh, do it better, or show me on your board, just go ahead and label it. Oh, did you need something? Tell me what you need. Oh, if you're standing in the kitchen, did you want something to eat? Acknowledge what you learned from this moment that you all know what it is. It really isn't as hard as we make it to be, okay? Number 5, we have expect your child to learn educationally and through life experiences in the community and all of that, all of the opportunities that they might have. So you want to expect your child to have an opportunity to communicate in all activities that they're having, okay? Sometimes I go into classrooms or situations and there's nothing for the individual to talk about. It's really hard to teach communication to a person who doesn't have anything to talk about. So if we presume competence, he too might want to learn about the Olympics. He too might want to learn about the solar system. He too might want to be a part of the family discussion about where the vacation is going to be in the summertime. So be prepared to and expect your person to participate in all these different avenues. We're going to teach you how to accommodate that, but you have to first presume that that is an opportunity, okay? And then the last one is allow wait time. So speaking world, we go fast. I talk, you talk. I talk, you talk. I talk, you talk. If you have a motor difference, or if you're an AAC user, that rhythm, that timing is much different. So if we assume that you can go as fast as we can, then we're cutting that person off. Okay, so we want you to allow time. Now, it doesn't mean allow, days to come back to it, although I have had people where it's been a day and then they're talking about what we talked about yesterday, which is kind of interesting. But you're going to know my person takes 8 seconds or 10 seconds or 12 seconds or 3 seconds, and then they start initiating their movements. Okay, if we jump in and change that, we interrupt that, then we're messing them up. Okay, so allow time. That's a big deal. So these 6 tips are on your handout, and you can download that, or it should be in your box, and we're going to be ready to go and discover your person.